Introducing a new podcast. Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.
Jimmy Carter, he was laid to rest today. I did want to play the eulogy, part of the eulogy that President Joe Biden delivered. It was uncomfortable for me to watch the presidents, so there was Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. There was George Bush and his wife. It's not Barbara. What's the wife's name?
Nancy?
No, not Nancy. Laura Bush. Thank you.
Laura.
Damn, how we forget her? What did she do? I don't know. Anyway, Laura Bush. And then it was Barack Obama because Michelle was like, So it was president, wife. It was supposed to be president, wife, which then would tee up Trump and Melania. And Michelle was like, yeah, I'm good. Well, I don't know why she didn't show up.
Well,
Maybe
she's directing television now. Like she has a project. So like she may have had a conflict.
She was busy. Yeah, she was busy. Oh, Mike Pence was there too. He was in the third row. Trump came over, reached over to shake his hand, and Karen Pence was on the roof with us. I said, no, you don't get to sit on the roof and be unbothered. You need to be bothered. That man threatened your husband's life. She would not acknowledge Trump. She was not saying hello. She was not touching him. But Obama sat there and kikied with him, and I felt some ways about that. Amber, you're corporate, I don't got good sense.
So let me slide this in, okay? I would just like to say that there's a time in your life where you have to do a little more kikiing and hee-heeing when you don't necessarily want to. You earn the opportunity to make the choice. I am not going to engage in this way. Now, the key here is to deliver well enough consistently that you get to decide. Yeah, absolutely not. But until you get there,
Barack Obama's there. You don't think he's not there?
I feel like he's there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The key is knowing that you're there. Does he know? Is he aware that he's there? I don't know.
I chalked it up to him being a Leo. Leos have a hard time. I'm like, sir, you ain't got to we watching. Don't show your teeth. Don't be super rude. You don't have to be super rude, but you don't have to be like hee with this man, this thing that's sitting next to you that is about to upend everything that you've ever imagined you were going to do and everything Jimmy Carter lived for.
Sometimes the playing of politics is continuous. He's playing. He in his role.
He is a politician, and I think a lot of us thought he was not me. Thought he was God.
I mean, God is the complex part. Listen, there's a couple things, going back to, what Reverend Tony Lee said. I do think that there's some value in living holistically. All of us are not there. I think even some of our politicians aren't there. So, there are still some hidden components to identities. I would like to see more of us living holistically, whether you're good or bad. That way I know what bag you're coming out of, right? I am inclined to say that perhaps as much as he may be well regarded and enjoyed and appreciated by the Black community, it is possible that, Barack Obama has not yet rested completely in his holistic existence and he is still performing a tad because he was recorded.
Or maybe he likes Trump.
Maybe
they golf. Maybe they do things we don't know. Maybe they're friends.
I don't know. It's
all right. Well, I feel like Michelle made a decision. Which also leads. She was like, "No, you go. I got a cold though."
She's directing a show.
Yeah, I have a what's the second season of the reality show
Later Daters.
Later Daters. Yes, that is being filmed now. But Biden's eulogy I thought was very poignant and poignant. So I'm going to play a portion of it. Take a listen.
Leaders of the clergy, distinguished guests. Most importantly, the Carter family. In April 2021, Jill and I visited Jimmy and Rosalind on a warm spring day down in Plains, Georgia. We wanted to see them. Rosalind met us at the front door with her signature smile. Together, we entered a home that they had shared for almost 77 years of marriage. An unassuming red brick ranch home reflects their modesty more than any trappings of power. We walked into the living room where Jimmy greeted us like family. That day, just the four of us sat in the living room and shared memories that spanned almost 6 decades. A deep friendship that started in 1974. I was a 31-year-old senator, and I was the first senator outside of Georgia, maybe the first senator, to endorse his candidacy for president. It was an endorsement based on what I believe is Jimmy Carter's enduring attribute: character, character, character. Because of that character, I believe, is destiny. Destiny in our lives, and quite frankly, destiny in the life of the nation. It's an accumulation of a million things built on character that leads to a good life in a decent country. Life of purpose, life of meaning. Now, how do we find that good life? What does it look like? What does it take to build character? Do the ends justify the means? Jimmy Carter's friendship taught me, and through his life taught me, the strength of character is more than title or the power we hold. It's the strength to understand that everyone should be treated with dignity, respect, that everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves an even shot. Not a guarantee, but just a shot. You know, we have an obligation to give hate no safe harbor, and to stand up to what my dad used to say is the greatest sin of all: the abuse of power. That's not about being perfect, because none of us are perfect. We're all fallible. But it's about asking ourselves, are we striving to do things, the right things? What values? What are the values that animate our spirit? Do we operate from fear or hope, ego or generosity? Do we show grace? Do we keep the faith when it's most tested? For keeping the faith with the best of humankind and the best of America is a story, in my view, from my perspective, Jimmy Carter's life.
Character, 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 character more than title and more than the power we hold. Give hate no safe harbor. The greatest sin is abuse of power. He was talking to Trump. He was looking at
directly.
Trump. Yeah.
Directly.
But I don't think Trump cared. He sat there.
He doesn't.
He was unbothered.
He doesn't. I mean, listen, I am at a very interesting point in my own life where I realize that we all get the choice to live our dimensions. And if you are going, I try to take that very seriously, because there are places in this world where people don't get to live, the multitudes that they contain. And so I try to make sure that I am intentional about that, because I live somewhere where I'm supposed to be able to have access to that. And for me, that means that I'm going to drop the hint, and then I'm going to do the things. So while I can greatly appreciate the message that Joe Biden delivered today, and I think it's relevant, it's true, and it's something that we all can hear, I would also like to encourage in these last, 10 days, that there also be some supportive action to supplement that dimension.
Yes, because talk is cheap. Amber Cabral is about this life. She's about this life. Not just say more about this, that. Say more about that. Maybe your next book should be do more about that.
Do more. Do more about this.
Do more
Yes.
about this. Yes. Yes. No, I love it.